Check. Okay, warm-ups are underway. Last game of the evening. It'll be the Omaha Knights and the Kansas City Knights jousting it out here tonight in Winsfield. Both teams coming in 0-2. Knights will be playing in the 5-6 game tomorrow. And I haven't quite figured it out, but I'm pretty sure we'll be playing Omaha once again. Win or lose, I believe both teams will be in a rematch tomorrow for 5 and 6. We cannot move up because the two teams that are 1-1, even if they both lose, are teams that we have lost to. So they would hold the tiebreaker there. I'm not sure if Omaha could get themselves into the 3-4 game or not, but we'll find out. But for sure, the Knights will be in the 5-6 game. The Kansas City Knights, that is. So tomorrow's game 5-6 should be around 12:05. We do not have a location yet. At least I don't have it. That's the end of warm-ups. We'll get this thing started here in just see if the Kansas City Knights can get off the losing streak here. Lost both of them so far and kind of killed ourselves, the biggest part of it, with the penalties coming back to bite us in the rear end. This afternoon's game was only 1-0 until the penalty bug started biting us, and then the Yellow Jackets pounded a couple power play goals in to take control of that, and it just kept steamrolling the wrong direction. Kind of the same thing Friday night. Penalties, penalties, penalties. The difference in the game was 4 goals, but half of those goals were off of power play goals once again. And when it was 4-1, that's when they'd had 2 power play goals. So, you know, we've been skating with people 5-on-5, but we've been not doing so well when it's 5-on-4. So we'll head out. Final game of the afternoon or the evening here Saturday. Let's see, they'll bring out Bacta. Sanders is back. He missed this afternoon's game, had to head back to Kansas City. JC will be out on the right winger. We're going to go with Com and Brown on the defense. Peterson in net for the Omaha Knights. Russo in net for the Kansas City Knights. Omaha will come away with this. Now stolen by Bacta. He'll send it back over to Brown. Brown will bring it up the right-hand side. Gets squeezed by Fast right there at the red line. Comes away with the puck. Sends it off far side. Quick shot. Saved by Russo. Omaha will send it back around the boards. Now it's grabbed by Sanders. Sanders up the left-hand side. JC has to slow up to stay onside. Now down into the corner. Centered up front. Omaha's there. Now loose puck grabbed by Bacta. Bacta will skate up towards the blue line. Now backhanded over towards Com as he had shifted up. Now to pop out in the neutral zone. This will be Braun backhanding it over towards Com. He'll lose it at the red line. Sanders will come over, fight with JC on it, and Omaha comes away with it. Quick shot off the outside side of the post. Now kicked off into the corner. JC will grab this one, loses it to a back check. Now quick shot. Russo with a save. Com sends it off in the corner, will battle for the puck. Omaha comes away with it. Back around the backside of the net. They'll bring it up high. Takes a shot, deflected by Braun up front. Goes into his glove. Now they'll blow it dead. He couldn't get it out of the glove padding. We'll face this one off. I'm assuming that's going to come out to neutral ice. Nope, they're going to keep it down there in the night zone. Fortner will check in. Zwellenberg and Dunlap. Hutch will check in. Braun will pop back over the wall and stay out there. Dunlap to center. Sends it over to Zwellenberg. Oh no, that's Hutch. Hutch will come around the backside of the net. He's got Fortner over here to the right. Touch pass out in the neutral zone. Trying to get it to Zwellenberg. Now they'll lose it. Here comes Omaha the other way. Takes a shot. That goes wide of the net. Down into the corner. Omaha will battle for it. Gets it. Centers it up front. Stolen by Braun. Braun up the left-hand side. Looking for the cross-ice pass. Knocked down by Omaha. Sent back in over to Russo. He'll kick it over to the corner to Hutch. Hutch will protect it with his body. Battling for it up against the walls. Now centered around the boards. That's Fortner over there. He'll kick it right back behind Russo and now wheel around the backside of the net. Poked away by Omaha. Goes right to Hutch. He'll try to clear it. That's deflected up in the air by Zwellenberg. Comes down into the Omaha zone. Now centered up front by the Knights. That'll come back to Brown. He'll grab it in the neutral zone at the red line. Poke checked away on a nice forecheck by Omaha. Goes down into the Knight zone. Braun will send it around the boards. Brown's over here along with Fortner. Fortner will come away. The backhands it over to Brown. Now Brown will come around the backside of the net. Backhander up top. Held in by Omaha. And almost stolen by Zwellenberg. Now Henry will backhand it into the Omaha zone. Rump will wheel around the backside of the net. Brings it over near side to Esau. Almost stolen by Banks as he comes racing off the bench. Now sent down towards Russo. Grabbed by Brown behind the net. Backhander pops up right in front. Russo with another save. Dangerous passing going on here by the Knights. Now to Larson. Coach Yellen move it. Back behind the net. He'll bring it up to Smith. Smith will lose it to a back check. Omaha comes back in. Quick shot saved by Russo. Rebound wide of the net. Grabbed by Omaha behind the net. Now Larson will come away with it up the left-hand side. Has it poked back. That'll go to Morrison. Morrison will bring it near side, slam it off the boards out in front of Smith. Omaha will come the other way with it. Back over to Banks. Backhanded neutral zone. Knights will have to get onside. The Omaha Knights, that is. Now sent down behind Russo behind the net. They'll race down, grab it. Tried to center it up front. Nobody there but a bunch of KC Knights. As Omaha was in a line change, now it'll pop out to Com. Com will send it up right side to Smith. He'll backhand it over to Banks. Banks will bring it into his backhand off the left corner. Pulls up, brings it back to his forehand. Poked away by Omaha. Back out in the neutral zone to Braun. He'll sauce one right up into the Omaha bench. Out of play. Blown dead. 10:49 remaining in the first. We are scoreless. Bach to Sanders, JC. Braun and Com on the defense. Face-off comes out to center ice. Won by Omaha. Stolen by JC. Down into Omaha zone. Can't get a shot off towards Peterson. What's up there, Parkwa? Now sent into the Knight zone. This will be grabbed by Com. Sent out to neutral zone. Omaha will come away with this one. Now quick outlet pass up the right-hand side. Dumped into the Knight zone. Back behind Russo. Braun will give this one a chase. Down into the corner. He goes down. Com will send it up to Sanders. Sanders will kick it out in the neutral zone. Stolen by Omaha. Quick shot. Blocker save Russo. Grabbed by Braun. Sends it up to JC. Touch pass. Can't get it cleared. Martinez will lose it up front. There's Com. He'll send it out into the neutral zone. Now grabbed by Omaha once again. Popped up in the air off Sanders' stick. JC with a big body check right in front of the sin bin. And now they're tied up. Martinez wouldn't let go of JC. And Martinez they're going to send them both to the box. JC will go in. Martinez will go in. We'll skate 5-on-5. All right, face off after the offsetting will come back into the night zone. Not sure why it's coming to the night zone. I thought it'd be center ice. Neal will check in along with Goins and Prazel. Hutch and Brown will be in there. Face off goes to Brown. Brown will backhand it around the boards, off to the far side. Prazel retreats down, gets down too low, can't get to the puck. Omaha will keep it in. Deflected over to Brown. Brown will come around backside and look out. Deflected off of stick from Omaha, flies up into the crowd. And now they'll bring it out to neutral ice for a face-off. Goins will win it ahead, but this will come right to the Omaha. Battle for the puck. Now Fast will get it, tries to cross ice. Barons will bring it in for Omaha. Kick back out by Hutch, over to Prazel. Prazel will send it over near side. Neal will chase after it. Omaha will get there first. Now around the backside of the net. Kicks out to neutral, or almost to neutral. Brown holds it in down goes Brown. As he goes flipping over a stick. He's slow to get up. Now we should get an icing. We will get an icing. Face-off will come back to the Omaha zone. Brown slowly skates over to the bench. Knights will change it up. Fortner, Dunlap, Zwellenberg will come in. Morrison and Braun on the defense. Face-off comes. Fortner pops it over to the far side. Zwellenberg battles for it. Omaha comes away with it up against the boards. Chips it around Morrison, and they'll bring it up the right-hand side. Braun will push him. Poke check, loose puck, quick shot, blocked by Braun. Morrison will go battle for it behind the net. He'll get tied up. Pops out, comes right to the stick of Fortner, and here comes Fortner right. Dunlap's right. Fortner will skate back towards the middle. Peterson clears it off to the side. Out into the neutral zone, that'll come to Braun. Braun will look for the cross ice to Zwellenberg. Tapped, no icing on this. Comes right to Peterson. Peterson clears it off into the corner. Now up ahead to Omaha, they'll clear it off far right. Morrison will race back, trying to keep him. They'll center it back up front. Nice stick lift by Braun. Puck comes right to Fortner. Fortner will bring it out to the neutral zone, race after it. Omaha gets to it first. They'll bring it back the other way. Quick action back and forth. Popped over to the near side. Grabbed by Omaha. Fortner runs into the ref. Down he goes. Puck does come out to the neutral zone. Grabbed by Omaha. This is Eason. Looks for that cross ice pass, far right-hand side. Quick shot right into the gut of Russo. They'll blow it dead. Face off in the night zone. 7:39 remaining in the first, no score. What's up, Mr. Duffay? Smith, Banks, Larson check in. Brown's back in there along with Com. Deflected off the boards there, Smith. He'll chip it up ahead. Banks will race after it. Pokes at it up the left-hand side. Comes in, loses the puck. Peterson's right there, pokes it away. Larson's shot goes just wide of the net. Banks has got it down near corner. He'll cycle it up, tried to cycle it up to Brown. Stolen by Omaha. They're going to call deflection, no icing. Centered up front, poked away by Russo. Smith can't get it cleared. Now it comes flying out, and there's Banks racing after it again. Pulls back up at the blue line. Brown holds it in, deflected. Now a shot, that goes off Peterson's glove. Smith will race after it. Larson comes away with it. Centers it to Brown. He'll send one wide right into the ref. Smith will battle for it. And they're going to say the net came off from Peterson, and they'll blow it dead and face off in the Omaha zone. 6:48 remaining in the first, no score.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Bach to Sanders, JC. Brown and Com. Face-off comes to Brown. He'll send it down to JC. He'll send it across over to Com. Com will peel around at the blue line. Now sends one over Peterson's head. JC will get it, cycle it back down in the corner, back behind the net. Sanders will battle for it, and Omaha's going to get there first. Sanders puts his body in there, holds it up. Now Omaha comes away, 2-on-1. Brown will split the difference. They'll bring it left side. Right into the gut of Russo, blown dead, face off in the night zone. 6:19 remaining the first, no score. Everyone will change it up. In comes Hutch. Braun. Neal, Prazel, and Goins. See if Prazel can win ahead. Neal can slice right through the middle. Nope, he'll send it over to Braun. Braun can't get it cleared as Neal was racing up towards the front. Center pass goes past everyone, comes out into the neutral zone. This will be grabbed by Omaha. Now they'll bring it over Barron's near side. Takes a shot 10 feet wide of the net. Sent back down low. Braun's right there. Miss on the body check. Goes off the corner. Prazel will send it up the boards. Hutch can't get there. Centered up front. Deflected. Goes past Russo off into the corner. They'll bring it up high. Neal tries to poke at it. Can't get to it. Boy, he was ready to streak up the boards with that one. Centered back up front. Shot goes wide. Now it's Braun. Braun will get it out to Neal. Neal will chip it around up the right-hand side. Keeps the speed going down into the corner. Around the boards, Omaha will send it. Prazel's right there. Everybody's lost the puck. It's behind the ref. Now Omaha sees it. They'll try to clear it out. Late check there by Goins. Comes all the way to the far end. No icing on that as it was tipped. Braun will get it. Tries to get it out to JC off of one of the Omaha players. Comes right back to JC. Now he'll lose it down into the corner. 5:03 remaining the first, no score. And pinched up against the boards. Omaha's in there digging. Loose puck. Prazel goes down. They're going to get a penalty. Oh, his head slammed on the ice. He's slow to get up. Russo's going to head to the bench. Omaha's going to touch it, and we're going to get a roughing penalty here on Omaha. Kansas City will go off to the power play. Face-off will be in the Omaha zone. Bach to JC Sanders. Common Brown. Minute and a half up on the board, roughing on Omaha. .440 remaining. Bachta will send it up over to Com. Com up the right-hand side. Comes back to his forehand. Shot deflected, goes wide of the net. Round to the far side. Bachta will race over there. Holds it up against the boards. Pops out to Brown. Brown will backhand it back to Bachta. Right to JC. Quick shot. Peterson with the save. Now Omaha will clear it all the way down to Russo. Quick shot by JC. Peterson with a quick reaction to keep this thing scoreless. Now back check steal by Omaha. Saved by Russo. Now goes into the corner. Brown will rip it around the boards. JC will come away with it. Tries to chip it ahead. He'll get it to Sanders. Sanders trying to get it to Bachta. Pinned up against the boards. Omaha comes away with it. And they'll sauce one down into the night zone. Back behind the net will be Brown. Brown skates past the puck, now sends it over near side. Bachta slaps it down, brings it in near side, brings it into Sanders. Sanders in the right, pulls back, little time and space. Loses the puck, cleared by the Omaha. 23 seconds remaining on the power play. Touched up by Russo. Here comes Fortner wheeling around the back of the net. Got a head of steam. He'll cut back to the middle. Off to the right. Has a poke checked away down into the corner. Grabs it. Backhands to Bachta. Bachta back to Fortner. Backhand goes wide of the net. Oop. Had a lot of glare on that one. Got a little bit too into the dark. Sorry about that. There it goes to Fortner. Brings it up high to Com. That's the end of the penalty. Omaha back to full strength. Gets the steal. Pressured by JC in the corner. Coming around backside of the net. There's Sanders. Now, look out. Pops up in the air past Wellenberg's stick. Com races back. Shot right into the glove of Russo, then pops back out. Back behind the net. There's Com with it. He'll slap it off the boards, but can't get it cleared. Williams will hold it in for Omaha. To Johnson. Johnson will cycle it back near side over to Com. Big body check by Williams. Pinned up against the boards. JC digging. That'll pop out to Rump. Rump can't get it cleared or keep it in. Now it'll pop out. There's Fortner. He'll sauce one. That's going to be an icing. 2:21 remaining the first. No score. Faceoff will come back into the Kansas City zone. Hutch and Braun check in on the defense. We got Larson, Smith, and Banks for this faceoff. Brought to you by CK Print Design. Grab by Omaha, comes up high, bounces one off of Smith. Banks chases after it, can't get there now. It pops out right at the neutral red line. Here comes Hutch. Hutch will bring it in up the left-hand side, sends one just wide right of Peterson. Larson will grab it into the corner. Pass is deflected, comes right back to him in the corner. Now battle for the puck. Omaha comes away with it up the left-hand side. Big check by Bojangles. Back into the Omaha zone. They'll rip it around the boards over to the far side. Now they'll look for the cross-ice pass, blocked down by Banks. Pops out to Smith. Poked away off of Banks' stick, and here comes Omaha the other way. Up the right-hand side. Nice back check again by the Hustle Award winner, Bojangles Smith. Pop back out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Omaha. They'll come D to D near side. Now try the cross-ice pass right to the stick. Comes in the right through the legs of Smith, right down to Russo. He'll jump on top of it, blown dead. Face off in the Kansas City zone with 1:22 remaining the first, no score. Zwellenberg, Dunlap, Fortner in there on the forwards. Morrison and Com stays in there on the far side. That comes right to Com. Com will sauce it high up into the air, right out in the neutral zone. Omaha will get there first. Now they'll do a quick outlet pass right to the center ice, backhanded into the Knight zone, poked away by Morrison. Big save by Russo. Oh man, that came right off of Morrison's stick, right to one of the Omaha players. They put a fast slapper right in there. Russo came up big. Now quick shot goes to Peterson. He kicks that one off to the side. There's Com with it, a far corner. Dunlap had rotated up. Com peels back, takes the shot wide of the net, comes over near side right to Morrison. He'll take one, bounces it off an Omaha player. Look out. Oh, he lost his foot, thank goodness. He was going one-on-one with Russo. Still got the puck, now sends it off to the side. Saved by Russo, now a lay on it. Morrison clears out a body. He reaches down, grabs Morrison's face mask. Russo laying on the puck. Everybody gets up nice and clean. Good job. No aftermath. We don't need any more of that stuff. Face-off will be in the Kansas City zone with 34.8 seconds remaining. Sanders, JC, and Bach to check back in. Hutch and Braun in there on the defense. Face-off comes to Hutch. He'll wheel around the back of the net, trying to use it as protection. Down he goes, kicks it over to JC. Now JC quickly out, touched by Bakta. Goes down into the Omaha zone. Bakta continues to race after it. Gets to it in the near corner. Cycles it back behind the net. Omaha's going to get there first. 14 seconds remaining. Comes right to Bakta. Shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 5, Chase Bakta from number 6, Kingston Sanders. And with 8.5 seconds remaining in the period, Kansas City Knights strike first. Right to Hutch, over to Sanders, 1 second, and that's the end of the period. Great first period action as a battle between the two Knights teams from Omaha and Kansas City. Kansas City strikes with 8.5 seconds left. Chase Bakta with the first goal of the game, and the Kansas City Knights will take the lead into the second period, 1-0. And there's the puck that went out into the bleachers earlier. Fans threw it back out on the ice. So now we got 2. Trent, the shot blocker Smith, will come over and pick that one up. Well, kick it. Peterson heads off to the left, Russo off to the right. Second period, 15 minutes will go up on the clock here in just a second. They're working on it. 1-0 Kansas City. Sanders, Bachta, JC. Out on the forwards line. Com and Brown on the defense. Period 2 ready to get underway. Bachta will win it back to Com. Com will skate back, now sends it up near side to Sanders. Sanders will pull it around, skates in, takes a shot right over the top of Peterson. Brown will skate in, holds it in, right to the skate of JC. Now pops out in the neutral zone. Knights will have to regroup, comes over near side to Com. Omaha chases after it. Pop down into the Knight zone. Oh, Bachta almost had it. Now stolen by Larson. That's the Omaha Larson, not the Kansas City Knights Larson. Quickly out from Sanders to JC, right to Bachta. Bachta will skate in, takes a shot wide left of the net. Wraps around the boards. Omaha will bring it up the right-hand side. Nice back check by Sanders. Loose puck right at the blue line. Now they'll call offsides.
This game is brought to you by Par Electric. Par puts people first.
Swellenberg, Dunlap, Fortner, Braun, and Hutch. Face-off won by Omaha. Back towards the blue line. Nice forecheck by Dunlap as he'll poke it down into the Omaha zone. Lang will get there for Omaha. Loose puck. Lang comes away with it, sauces it up in the air to Nano. Now comes back deeper into their own zone. There's Wellenberg. He'll send it up front, deflected by Dunlap. Peterson's got it. No whistle yet. I guess they did blow it dead. I didn't hear a whistle. You did? Okay. I'm getting older by the minute, so, my hearing's starting to go bad. Face-off in the Omaha zone. Just underway, popped out. Omaha tries to clear it. Now they'll chip it around Hutch. Nano will come up the right-hand side. Back check by Fortner and Braun. Kicked over to Hutch. Hutch will bring it over to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg in the left. Oop, lost something. Here comes Omaha the other way. Still sitting on the blue line. Now it kicks out. Oh, Zwellenberg continue to work it down deeper into the Omaha zone. Pops up to Fortner. Now loose puck. Grabbed by Nano. Up the right-hand side. Tries to get it around Hutch. Not this time. He'll kick it back into the neutral zone. Kicked ahead by Fortner. Now sauced high up into the air. Slapped down by Nano, and he'll dump it down into the Knight zone. Back behind Russo. Braun will come over, grab this one. Oh, it's loose. Nobody got it. Omaha will try to send it up front. Now grabbed by Fortner. Fortner will finally get it out in the neutral zone. Grabbed by Bachta with some speed. Up the left-hand side. To his backhand. Rump will poke check it. Bachta has to chase after it back behind the net. Stolen by Sanders. He'll take a shot wide left. Hard off the boards. That comes all the way to the neutral zone, all the way to the Knight zone. Brown has to race back, trying to get to this one. Now he'll wheel around the back of the net. Kicks it over. A nice cross-ice pass to Sanders, but just out in front of him. JC will hold it in, takes it in left side. Down behind the net. JC will chase after it. Loses it in the corner. Now it'll come to Bachta. Bachta will have it poked away. Now up the boards comes Omaha. Kicked out in the neutral zone. Com will try to get this one. Slapped down. Now it'll come over to Brown at the blue line into the Knight zone. He'll look for the cross-ice pass over to JC. JC will kick it ahead. Off Sanders' stick. Now right back to JC. He'll bring it in up the center. Now deep into the left corner. Poked away by Rump. Popped back up. Centered out front. Now grabbed by Omaha, and they'll bring it up the left-hand side. Shot 10 feet wide of the net. Goes off into the near corner to Com. Com will send it around the boards. Rump will hold it in. Sends one deflected save by Russo over to JC. He'll slap at it. Now Brown will kick it off the glass out in the neutral zone. Right ahead to Sanders as he was hanging out back there. Centers it up front. Bachta had gone around the back of the net. They tried to clear one. That's going to be an icing. I think that last name Herder, he'd come off the bench and he was all by himself between the red line and blue line. Couldn't get a handle on that pass, and it's an icing. We'll bring it back into the Omaha zone for a faceoff. Banks, Larson, and Bojangles in there, along with Hutch and Braun. Sent off into the corner, grabbed by Omaha. This will be knocked down by Braun. He'll send it around the boards, down deep into Larson behind the net. He does a lot of hanging around down below that red line, working behind the net. Now Banks. Banks will come away with it to the center. Now it has it poked away by Herder right up to Braun. He'll take a slap at it. Deflected, goes back down behind the net. Larson will continue to work down below that red line. Into the corner, tries to chip it off the boards, getting it to Braun. There's Smith, he'll come over, holds it in. Now kicked out, here's Herder up the left-hand side. He's got some speed, up the left, to the middle. Down he goes, shot goes off into the corner, centered back up front. Whoop, too far to the right, sorry, the blinding light. We're into the dark, so if I get it too far over here and it just turns white, Larson will lose it, goes down low. Bo and Banks working on it. Kicked out in the neutral zone. This will be Hutch. He'll come D to D right through the legs of Braun. Braun will send it down into the Omaha zone. Banks will chase after it. Laying right there, right underneath the feet of Banks. Everybody's looking for the puck. Now Banks finally sees it, gets tied up. Smith's in there, comes back behind the net to Larson. Larson will backhand it. Braun with a slapper, wide right of the net. Comes over near side. Bo will come over. Looked a little slow there, getting a little tired. Needs to get off and clear the line, get some fresh legs. That's Omaha trying to get it to Herder. Hutch will break that one up. Now Hutch will come away with it. Hutch will bring it up left. Larson to the right. He'll take a shot, deflected off of Lang's shin guards. Now he'll send it around the back of the net. Larson will do digging around down there low. Here comes Neal. Fresh legs coming in as Smith has went off. Here comes Prazel. Larson will go off. We'll get Goins here in a minute. Now we're going to get a penalty. And it's going to be a penalty on Larson as he was pinned up against the boards. I don't know what he did to draw the penalty as he was sandwiched between Herder and one other player from the Harper. He's going to get the roughing call. So Omaha will go to the power play. Face-off will be in the Kansas City zone. Neal Prazel will stay out there. Neal will go to center on this one. Brown and Com on the defense. Quick shot, saved by Russo. Now grabbed by Brown. Brown can't get it cleared. Neal will race over. Omaha holds it in. Now goes to Brown. He'll sauce it up over the bench right into an Omaha player that was leaning over the wall. Face-off will come to neutral ice. Knights will change it up. Braun and Brown, Fortner and Dunlap. Face-off comes to Brown. Brown will send it over near side off the walls. This will be Fortner grabbing this one up the left-hand side. He'll pull it up. Peterson jumps up in the air, grabs that one. It was way over the top of the net anyways, but they'll blow it dead. We'll face it off in the Omaha zone. 9:12 remaining the second. 1-0 Kansas City. Omaha on the power play for another minute 4. Hutch will come in. Brown will go to the bench. Braun and Dunlap and Fortner will stay out there. Pops out into the neutral zone over Hutch over near side. Now shot deflected, saved by Russo. Braun comes barreling through. Dumped down into the Omaha zone. Fortner will chase after it. Loose puck up against the boards. They get tied up. This thing's starting to get a little chippy. Let's see if Knights can hold their composure. Here comes Omaha. Braun will send him wide left. Centered back up front. Nice deflection by Hutch. Now Hutch will slap it down. Now he'll clear it out into the neutral zone. Past Lang. That's going to come down into the Omaha zone. Ref was saying it was deflected, but it's a power play anyways, so. Now down behind the net. Fortner will give a forecheck, make him make a pass. Now they'll bring it up near side. Tipped up in the air, off of Dunlap's skate. Omaha brings it in, left-hand side, deflected off Dunlap, up into the netting. They'll blow it dead, face off in the Kansas City zone with 8:12 remaining in the second. Kansas City leading Omaha 1-0. 4 seconds remaining on the power play. Bakta, JC come in. See if it'll be Larson or Sanders coming in this next 4 seconds. Martinez will step in to face off against Bakta. Bakta wins it back to Brown. Brown will backhand it around the boards. Larson to the bench. Sanders in on the ice. Saved by Russo. Shot deflected. That'll go wide of the net. Comes off into the near corner. Sent up the boards towards Rump. Sanders can't get it cleared. Backhander right up front, broken up there by JC. Sanders can't get to it. Omaha with a shot wide of the net. JC runs over, can't get to it. Now it'll be Brown back in the corner. He'll backhand it near side towards Morrison. Sanders will come away with it. Now cross ice pass right to Brown. Brown will chip it ahead. Tapped by JC. Held up right by the red line. Now JC will wing it down into the Omaha zone. Now we're going to get a delayed offsides. Grabbed by Omaha. They'll wheel around the backside of the net. Centered up front. Sanders will lift the stick, get a steal. Backhands it to Bakta. Up just behind him. Here comes Omaha the other way. This is Nano up the right-hand side. Morrison will send him wide. Deflected by Russo. Popped into the neutral zone by Brown. Now they'll get it ahead to JC. JC up the right. Poke check by Rump. JC will grab it. Centers it up front right to Sanders. Quick shot, Peterson with the save. .651 remaining the second, 1-0 KC.
This game is brought to you by Par Electric. Par puts people first.
Dunlap, Fortner, Zwellenberg, Hutch and Braun. Face off one down behind the Omaha net. Now they'll send it around the boards. Braun will come up, grab this one. Sends it back down low, back behind the net. Comes over near corner. This is Dunlap. Tries to send it up to Hutch. Stolen by Omaha. Sauced up in the air out of the neutral zone. Braun will poke it away. Braun will up. Stays on side barely. Nice splits there, Braun. I didn't know you had that kind of elasticity. Zwellenberg will send it down into the corner. Fortner centers it up front. Grabbed by Omaha. Right to the stick of Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will peel back to his forehand. Crosses ice. Fortner wide left. Braun sends it back down deep. This will be Dunlap grabbing it behind the net. Tries to center it up front to Fortner. That's poked away. Now Dunlap comes away with it. Leaves it for Hutch. Hutch will send it into the corner to Zwellenberg. To Fortner. Back to Zwellenberg. Behind the net comes Zwellenberg. Right up front. Dunlap. Saved by Peterson. Oh! Great pass from Zwellenberg right to the stick of Dunlap. How he didn't get that one in, I don't know. Peterson came up big for Omaha. Now dumped into the Knight zone to Hutch. Hutch will send it out into the Omaha zone. This is Lang. He'll grab that one. Forecheck by Bakta. Gets the steal right to Sanders. Shoots deflected off of Omaha's stick. Back behind the net. 5:20 remaining in the second. Clearing pass to Braun. Braun will keep it down low. Over to Sanders behind the net. He'll wheel around to the front. To his forehand. Loses the puck. Held in by Morrison. Now it's Bakta. Bakta at the blue line. Sanders comes in. Over to JC. JC comes away with it. Poked away by Herder. Herder will sauce this one up. He's going to say, let's slow this stuff down. Foot race for the puck. They're going to wave off the icing. Hutch will backhand it behind the net to Morrison. Morrison hard off the glass. Touched off JC's stick, trying to get it to Sanders. Herder grabs this one for Omaha. Now grabbed by JC. Gets it ahead to Bakta. Bakta will bring it in, up the left-hand side. Now he'll peel back time and space right to JC, streaking in on the left-hand side. He'll lose it back behind the net to Lang. Down comes Brown. Brown will grab it. Now sends it up. Oh, tried to get it to Sanders. Deflected off a stick. Foot race for the puck. Mo goes over there. Mo will get to it. Keeps it out in the neutral zone. Now we got an offsides. Should be a delayed offsides. I think these are the... There's something KC and Omaha can agree on. That should not have been a blown dead offsides. That should have been delayed offsides, and our puck. Omaha's booing, KC's booing. Omaha wins it over to Rump. Rump will dump it down into the Knights zone. Off the stick of Brown. Morrison will chase over, grabs it, whips it around the boards over towards Banks. Nice job by Morrison as he kicked it away. Now a shot saved by Russo off the side of the net. It's on the netting. They'll blow that one dead. I think the refs think we're playing Bantam rules. Face-off will be in the KC zone. Banks, Larson, and Bojangles in there along with Brown and Morrison. Face-off won by Omaha. Up high in the slot. Deflected by Smith. Omaha holds it in, sends it off to the far boards. Brown will try to clear it. Now it kicks out. Nice job by Bo. He's tied up. Banks comes away with it. Banks will bring it in the right. Peterson with the save. Larson's right there. Banks working it. Trickles out towards Smith. Larson comes away. He'll send it up high to Brown. Brown will try to get it back down low towards Larson. That's deflected. Now loose puck. Trickles up. Omaha slaps at it. Comes near side. Morrison will start the retreat back. That goes far side. Grabbed by Banks. Banks backhander comes over far side to Smith. Smith will get it into Larson. He'll bring it into the zone. Sent back behind Peterson. Back to Larson off of Banks' stick. He'll leave it for Brown. Brown will cycle behind the back of the net. Has it poked away into the far corner. Now he'll whip it down low behind the net. Nobody there for the Knights. Omaha will come over and get it in the corner. Up the boards and out in the neutral zone. This will be grabbed by Hutch. Hutch will leave it for Brown. Brown being pressured by Fast. Out in front of the slot. Now sent up the boards. Past everybody right to the stick of Neal. Comes over near side. This is Prazel. Prazel will hold it in right at the blue line. Now it's deflected into the neutral zone. They didn't call offsides on that one, so maybe they learned their rule book. Pops up. This is Pearson. Brings it in, sends one towards Russo. Saved by Russo, kicked off to the side. Prazel's over there, sends it up the boards, pops up in the air. Neal will get it out into the neutral zone. Omaha will have to get back on sides. Off to Combs. Combs will dump it into the Knights zone. Off to the near side. This is Nano working against Hutch. Hutch will come away with it. Chips it up the boards to Prazel. Prazel will come out. We got a 3-on-2. Prazel over to Goins. Goins to Neal. Neal with the backhander. Peterson with the save. Goes off to the side of the net. Prazel gets it. Gets the steal down low. Poked away by the Omaha Knights. There's Goins coming in with a body check. Smith's right there. Now it'll kick out in the neutral zone. This will be Neal. Neal will dump it back down into the Omaha zone with 1:25 remaining in the second. Wrapped around the boards near side Nano. There's Prazel holding it in. Comes right to the stick of Goins. Goins will take a shot. Peterson with a blocker save. Off into the corner. That's Goins. Goes right to the stick of JC. Comes right to Sanders. Sanders' shot's deflected up front. Up into the neutral zone. Here comes Combs. 1 minute remaining in the second. Squeezed off by Braun. Grabbed by JC. He'll wheel around the backside of the net. Up the left-hand side comes JC with a head of steam. He'll go to the middle. Sanders will stay on side. Back to JC. Shoots. Oh, just past the corner post. Nice move by Jackson JC. Put it up top corner, but just outside of the post. Now it's to Sanders. He'll peel back, sends one. That goes wide of the net, back behind the net. 29 seconds remaining in the second. Braun can't hold it in. Bachta will get the steal at the red line. Now they'll retreat back into their own zone. Brings it near side over to JC. JC will bring it to the left. Right to the slot. Takes the shot right into the glove of Peterson. They'll blow it dead with 10.3 seconds remaining in the period. Knights leading 1-0.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Tom Brown, Sanders, Bachta, and JC. Face-off brought to you by CK Print Design, comes right into the middle. This will be grabbed by Herder, slaps it off the board, trying to get it ahead to Williams. Ref was right in the way. Herder will bring it in. Shot goes wide of the net. Wrapped around the boards, that's the end of the period. So after 2, it's the Kansas City Knights 1, Omaha Knights 0. I don't know what that was about, as Riley went after Bachta after the period was over. All right, second intermission over. Final 15 minutes of the day sitting on the clock. Kansas City leading 1-0. Peterson will head off to our right. Russo off to our left. Both have looked great in net. Bachta's line of Chase Bachta, Jackson JC, and Kingston Sanders will come in. Evan Comm and Caleb Brown on the defense. Russo's ready, Peterson's ready, the refs are ready. Here we go. Third period's underway. Face-off won by Bachta, back to Brown. Brown will send it over to Comm. Comm will send it ahead out in front of Bachta. Slap back into the neutral zone by Omaha, and then sent down into the Knights zone, down into the corner, grabbed by Brown. He'll cycle it up the boards, trying to get it to Comm. Now it'll trickle out to JC. JC up the boards to Sanders quickly. And we're going to get an icing. Face-off comes to JC. JC will come out. He'll go wide left, runs into Sanders. Now pokes it ahead to Sanders. Sanders up the left-hand side. Poked away by Peterson. Loose puck. JC takes a shot wide of the net. JC comes away with it far corner. Now sends it back behind the net. Brown's back there. Swipes at it but misses. Omaha comes away. They'll get it up Easton up the near side out into the neutral zone. Look out. Here comes Larson. Larson will try to get it under the feet of Comm. Comm knocks that one down. Nice job. He'll bring it back the other way. Backhands it out front. Just misses Sanders. Comes right to Bachta. Bachta to JC. Tries to get it back to Bachta. Shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 5, Chase Bachta. From number 9, Jackson JC, and number 6, Kingston Sanders. With the little backhander flip right over the shoulder of Peterson. And the Kansas City Knights now lead 2-0. Dunlap, Fortner, Zwellenberg have checked in. Hutch, Smith, and Braun. Face-off grab now by Omaha. They'll take it in the right-hand side. Squeezed by Fortner, squeezed by Hutch. Sent behind the net, now grabbed by Braun. Braun will get it ahead, up to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will go left. Dumps it down into the Omaha zone. Back to the back corner, slapped around the boards by Omaha. Dunlap holds it up momentarily. Now here comes Omaha, right to the feet of Hutch. Has it poked away. Here comes Combs. He'll dump it down. That takes an odd bounce off the ice as it wraps around the corner. Chase told me these corners and this edge boarding is horrible over here. By the way that puck was bouncing around, you can definitely see why he says that. Oh, big check by Fortner. Down goes Nano. See you, Duffies. Grabbed by Zwellenberg. Quickly out to Fortner up the right-hand side. Poked away. Fortner keeps working it. Tries to send it over to Dunlap. Grabbed by Omaha. They'll send it over near side. That'll come right to Braun. Braun will skate it in up the right. Down into the corner. Comes in deep. Backhander. Peterson with the save. .12:38 remaining in the game. Knights leading 2-0 over the Omaha Knights. Faceoff will be in the Omaha zone. Smith, Larson, and Banks will check in. Morrison and Brown on the defense. Kick down low. Smith will go in there and battle for it like the bull he is. Comes to Banks. Banks goes down. Loose puck. Banks will stand up and go get it in the corner. Looked to swing a shot there, but ref was right in the way. Now it's poked away by Omaha. Look out, here comes Combs. I believe that's Combs. No, it's Pearson. Quick backhander, saved by Russo. Up front, Russo will get on top of it. Everybody's falling down now. They'll blow it dead. Face-off will be in the KC zone with 12:10 remaining in the game. Larson and Fast check in. Fast will win it over to Lang. He takes a shot 20 feet wide of the net. Now it kicks out off of Smith to Larson. Larson will bring it in up the right-hand side. Smith fills the middle. Banks to the left. Larson takes it down deep around the backside of Peterson. Loses his edge. Omaha comes away with it. Comes right to Smith. He sends it back behind the net to Larson. Larson will backhand it back behind the net. Banks will go work it. Smith comes in into the corner. Banks will dump it a little deeper. There's Harper there. That comes right back over to Banks. Now he'll lose it. Grabbed by Omaha. Slung back out into the neutral zone. This should be an icing. Arms in the air. And icing will be called. Face-off will come back to the Omaha zone with 11:22 remaining in the game. Kansas City leading 2-0. Neal, Goins, and Prazel will check in. Braun and Hutch. Riley wins it down into the corner. Neal will go battle for it, gets the steal, gets it over to Prazel. Prazel will lose it. Omaha will kick it out into the neutral zone. Now it's Braun retreating back for it, back into the Knight zone. Looking for a pass. Now he'll send it D to D over to Hutch. Hutch will send it to Goins. He'll lose that one. Here comes Omaha the other way. Over to Riley. Quick glove save by Russo. They'll blow that one dead. Face off in the KC zone. 10:54 remaining in the game. Neal and Goins talking about what they're going to do on this face off. See if Goins can win it ahead. Neal can streak through the middle and grab it. Gets tied up at the dot. Now it comes to Braun. Braun can't get it cleared. Loose up front. Now slapped away by Prazel. Nice job, Hayden. Out into the neutral zone. Loose puck. Goins tries to get to it. Can't get there. Had Neal ahead of him if he could poke it away. Now it goes to Hutch. Hutch will bring it over to Braun. Braun will bring it ahead quickly up to Neal. Neal takes a big body check from Riley up against the boards. Loses the puck. Omaha tries to clear it far side. Off of Hayden's Prazel's stick. Into the Omaha zone. This is Herder. He'll backhand it over to Omaha over there to the left side. Deflected off of Neal's stick up into the net. They'll blow it dead. Knights will get a line change. In comes Bachta, Sanders, and JC. Brown and Com will come in on the defense with 10:13 remaining in the game. Kansas City leading 2-0. Dickinson and Bachta check in. Right to JC. JC comes through the middle. up the right. Now he'll go to the left, dumps it ahead to Sanders. Sanders will try to get it back to JC. Peterson with the save. Nice job, Brown. Nice job, Brown. Little pushing afterwards. Brown grabbed Bakta by the jersey and said, hey, we need you out on the ice, not in the box. Bakta with both of the goals, I believe, right now. Looking for that hat trick. Won by Omaha, sent up the boards, held in by Sanders up against the boards. Backhands it, trying to get it to Com. Com can't get it deeper, but now grabbed by JC. JC has a shot deflected. Grabbed by Omaha. Trickles out to Brown. Brown will sauce it over here to the right, over to Sanders. Sanders will leave it for Bakta. Bakta will skate in. Tries to pull it back. Blocked by Omaha up front. Now cleared by Omaha. Look out, they got a couple ahead. Nice quick reactions by Com and Brown as they hustled back. Make sure there was no breakout. Now blocked by Sanders. Com will pull back. Has his pass deflected, comes back up with it. Now he'll sling it over right-hand side. Bounces off the board. This is grabbed by Siffling. Or Siffering, whatever it is. Up ahead to Dickerson. Dickerson takes a shot. Right off the end of the glove of Russo. Goes off to the far side. Now it's Com with it. He'll push it ahead, right up the middle. Goes off to the left. Line change for the Knights. He'll take a shot way wide of the net. Comes over near side. Brown will hold it in, sends it down into the corner. Back behind the net. Bakta will chase after it. Bakta comes away with it. Kicks it up the boards to Com. Com with a shot blocked up front. Now Omaha will clear it. They'll bring it up the left-hand side. Look out. Here comes Eason. Brown's right there. Blocks the shot as he put his stick on the ice. Nice job, Caleb. Comes right to Fortner. Fortner to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg too far up ahead of Dunlap. Harper will get this one for Omaha and slaps it hard off the boards around near side. Fortner's right there. Easton can't get the big body check, but it does pop out up ahead. Oh, quick speed by Nano. Down into the KC zone. Dunlap will rip it around the boards. Omaha's going to come over and hold this one in. That's Harper right up to Nano. He gets squeezed between Fortner and Dunlap. Those are two guys you don't want to be in the middle of a sandwich on. Now delayed offsides. That'll come to Hutch. Hutch will pop it up high. Zwellenberg will slap it down. Has a stick tied up right at the blue line. Now past Hutch. Hutch will race back, sends it back into the neutral zone right to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg backhands it to Fortner. Fortner will bring it in the left. Down Fortner goes. No tripping on that. It'll kick out into the night zone. Braun will retreat back for it. Oh, big high hit. That's arms way up high into Braun's head. No call on that one. Wrapped around the boards. Harper can't hold it. Look out. Here comes Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg up the left-hand side. Pulls back to his backhand. Back to his forehand. Takes a shot. Peterson with the save. Martinez going after Fortner. Fortner restrains himself. Nice job. Did get one push in, but Martinez got two. No retaliation. That's what the Knights continue to need. Face-off will be in the Omaha zone. In comes Goins, Neal, and Prazel. Brown and Morrison on the defense with 7:22 remaining in the game. Face-off brought to you by CK Print Design. Cleared up to Morrison. Morrison holds it in momentarily. Now it pops back out to Goins. Kick back, that'll be Brown in the night zone. Gets ahead, up to Prazel. Prazel will go right. Neal will fill behind him. Slaps it behind Peterson over to the far corner. Morrison steps up, holds it back down, back behind the net. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Kansas City leading 2-0. Out into the neutral zone. This will come to Brown. Brown will send it. That'll be Prazel. Prazel will grab it, brings it in left-hand side, takes a shot, bounces one off of an Omaha player. Now to come all the way down towards Russo. Russo will leave it for Brown. Brown will send it up, trying to get it to Neal. Pass Neal, and that'll be grabbed by Omaha, and they'll go D to D over to Lang. Tries to bounce it off the boards. Nice job by Goins as it bounces right off him. Neal will step in there. Goins is battling for it. Now Omaha comes away with it. They'll clear it up near side. Brown will put his body in the way, gets to the puck. That's a foot race for it. He'll get it ahead to Neal. Neal can't handle as he was going the wrong way. Now he'll come away with it, has his pass deflected. Grabbed by Pearson, backhands it right up to the middle. Quick shot, saved by Russo. Right back into the slot to Riley. That shot's deflected into the netting. That goes over the glass and out of play. Face-off will be in the Kansas City zone. 5:57 remaining in the game. Knights leading 2-0.
This game is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers of Kansas City. Trust your keys with Meineke.
Smith, Larson, Banks, Hutch, and Braun. Face-off one back to Braun. Braun bounces it off of Larson. Siffring holds it in for Omaha. Now comes away with it. Nice back check by Smith. Could have been a trip there, but they didn't call it. Payback for the one they missed earlier, I guess. Now here comes Omaha up the left-hand side. Riley will race back. Shot saved by Russo. Loose up front in the slot. Grabbed by Larson. Larson will cross ice to Banks. Down goes Larson off a hit from her. I was calling it Herder, but I think it's Header. Now Hutch has got it behind the net. He'll send it over to Banks' left-hand side. Backhands it out in the middle to Smith. Smith will bring it in up the left. Now sends it over to Larson right. Takes a shot off the glove of Peterson. Here comes Siffring up the left-hand side. To the middle, squeezed between Braun. Braun gets it broken up. Tries to get it to Bow. Now quick shots at Siffring, saved by Russo, goes off into the corner. Now to come to Larson. Feet are looking a little heavy by some of these Knights. Need to get a line change and keep fresh legs out. There's Com. Com will come away with it behind the net. Brings it up the boards, touched by Smith. Now kicked out in the neutral zone. Larson will send it up ahead to Banks. Smith will go to the bench. Banks will come in to his backhand, to his forehand, shoots and scores! Kansas City goal! Number 16, Hoyt Banks. From number 25, Charlie Larson. And with 4:22 remaining in the game, Knights lead 3-0. Bach to let me get the camera over here on the faceoff. Bach to J.C. Sanders check in. Omaha wins the faceoff out in front of Dickerson. Kick back out in the neutral zone by Brown. Now Omaha will send it back into the Knight zone. This will be Com. Sends it off the boards right to J.C. Dickerson will come down, grab this one for Omaha. Now he'll peel back into his own zone. Being pressured by J.C. Sends it across ice. Bakhta's over there up against the boards. Grabbed by Lang from Omaha. They'll skate in. Takes a shot. Russo with the save. Back behind the net. Loose puck. They'll send it up front. Russo with another save off the pass. And the quick shot right from the slot. Now Omaha will go D to D near side. Pressured by J.C. Loose puck. Omaha comes away with it. Now they'll look for the cross ice pass. Off the skate of Dickerson. Goes off in front of the Omaha bench. Sanders is over there. And now we're going to get an offsides. 3:20 remaining in the game. 3-0 KC. Face off here at neutral ice, brought to you by CK Print Design. Fortner, Dunlap, Zwellenberg, Hutch, and Braun. That's Zwellenberg with the puck. Through the neutral zone, pulls back, dumps it into the Omaha zone. Peterson will kick it off to the side. Now centered back up front. Oh, Fortner takes a swipe at it and misses as he was falling down. Valiant effort anyways. Comes to Dunlap. Dunlap back to Hutch. Up, Hutch has his pocket picked. Look out, skating in. Shot wide of the net. Combs will grab it. Centers it up front. Dunlap had Martinez tied up. Boy, Martinez has been involved in some stuff. Shot goes high up over Russo. Comes over near side. Nano will grab it. Fortner with a little push. Now pops up, heads down. Right up into the stands. Right over there towards Baby Fortner. He's not going to live that one down. I don't know. Second-year Bantam, the younger brother of Michael Fortner, sitting in the stands as they just played over on the other sheet of ice. I think they won. They were up 3-0. Last time I walked away in the third. Face-off comes to Neal. Neal will poke it ahead over to Prazel. Now goes over far wall. Prazel continues to battle for it. Now over to Goins. Goins will kick it out, trying to get it to Neal, but out ahead of him. Grabbed by Omaha in the neutral zone. Oh! Big check by Goins. Puts Fast right into the glass. And oh, the Omaha coach just got ejected. So we're going to get a bench penalty. So there is a penalty on Goins. I thought he might get one. Goins is going to go to the box for that hit. Misconduct. Martinez is going to go to the box to serve the bench penalty by the Omaha coach. I'm not sure what he said to the refs. I mean, the refs called the penalty. I don't know what you yell at the refs for at that point. But hey, we'll take it. So that should be a 5-on-5 skate, as there was a misconduct. So Goins is done for the night. Only 2:05 remaining in the game anyways. So I guess if you're going to get a 10-minute misconduct, get it with 2:05 left, right? Take the 2-minute penalty, 5 seconds into the 10-minute misconduct, and the game will be over. Somebody will have to go into the box to serve the 2 minutes, even though there's only 2:05 left in the game. Omaha says, come on, there's 2 minutes left, quit. I won't say the next word. We'll just say messing around. Wasn't the word of choice, but I kind of agree with it. You don't need to explain it. There's a 10-2. Throw somebody into the box. Be a 5-on-5 skate. Well, I guess they're not going to put a second person in there since there's only 2:05 left. Neal, Banks, and Larson. Won by Omaha. Up. There could be a trip. They didn't call that. Omaha's going nuts. Gets it ahead to Neal. Neal will send it down into the Omaha zone, down into the corner. This will be Fast grabbing it down low. Now sends it held up by Brown right at the blue line. Neal pokes at it, keeps it down into the zone. Fast still battling for it. Neal over there. Now sent up the boards by Omaha. Prazel will try to hold it up. Pops out to Banks. Now he'll lose it. Kicked out. Nope, still can't get it cleared. Finally gets cleared in the neutral zone. That'll come to Big Mo. Big Mo will slap it, trying to get it to Neal. Down goes Fast. Prazel loses a stick, just puts his hands up in the air. Lost his glove too. Now it comes over to Brown. He'll chip it back in the neutral zone. Banks will battle for it. Now it comes over to Pearson. Pearson and Neal going at it. 1:02 remaining, right up front. Quick shot, saved by Russo. He'll jump on top of it. 59.2 seconds remain in the game.
This game is brought to you by Par Electric. Par puts people first.
Face off in the Kansas City zone. 59.2 remaining, leading 3-0. Zwellenberg, Smith, and Larson check in. believe that Hutch is over there along with Braun. Face-off comes to Hutch. Hutch will come back behind Russo. Puts on the brakes, loses the puck on a check from Header. Sauces it, that'll come past everybody out in the neutral zone. 43 seconds. Siffrin chases after it. Smith with the forecheck, holds it in momentarily. Now Siffrin brings it out in the neutral zone. Leaves it for Riley. Riley will cross ice. Broken up by Hutch. Hutch will try to send it ahead up to Zwellenberg. Zwellenberg will bring it into the Omaha zone. Comes over near side to Larson. Right up high to Braun. He'll take a shot wide of the net. Bounces off the wall, bounces off the back of the net. Riley will send it up ahead. This will come to Braun. He'll send one blocked up front. Bounces actually off of Bojangles. Siffrin will come away with it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that'll be the end of the game. Kansas City gets themselves a win in the Luck of the Irish tournament. 3-0 over the Omaha Knights. These two teams will battle it out tomorrow in a rematch. Never been a fan of the rematch games, especially the next day. But Omaha will go in 0-3, Knights 1-2. Knights can't move into third and fourth place since they lose the head-to-head tiebreakers to the other two teams that are 1-1. So here we go, 12:05 tomorrow, fifth place on the line. Rematch between the Knights, Kansas City Knights and Omaha Knights. Once again, final score, Kansas City 3, Omaha 0. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.